Okay, so this is a singular laundry room display. I'm gonna save you the horrible, gory details of what the rest of the room actually looks like. You should have seen that in the redecorating video if you're curious. This door faces to the west, so it gets quite a bit of really ultra bright light in here, and I learned a hard lesson. So right up top, left to right, is my beautiful Cebu blue that I rescued from the local Walmart. A neon pothos. Confetti arrowhead. There used to be a Hoya in here, and I got this sweet hanging basket that I wanted to put it in, so yep, it moved. So that opened up a slot for another little plant. My green spider plant, this baby that I got, which has babies already, which is insane. I just repotted them into a bigger pot. And this empty basket up here is where the heart fern used to be, but it actually absolutely hated this location, so I took it out. It dried out way too fast. Was not a fan. I figured I'd kill it here. So there's another spot for a new plant. My Brazil philodendron, which is doing phenomenal. It really seems to like it here. It looked pretty sad upstairs in the hall, but it's kind of pushing out some new growth now, and it's only been here about a week. So I think it really needed the sunlight. And my neon philodendron, which just got a hard cut. It was looking a little ugly, and I think it will do that. It'll be that way for quite some time, but for now, it's been cut back to just about pot length. Then we'll walk over into the office, which I'm going to spare you the details. There's a desk and a card catalog and a fish tank in here, but we're here for the plants. My bird of paradise, which just got a new pot, lost the leaf because I broke it. Here is my heartleaf philodendron. Propagations, all propagations off the one upstairs. So this is starting to come into its own. It's looking a lot less ugly than it used to. My Scindapsus pictus, which just got a hard haircut. It had quite a few vines growing all the way down to the ground. So I cut it back. I'm using it for some propagation. Fill out the back of the pot a little bit more. And then, thank God nobody's all that tall in this house, because this bird of paradise is literally so floppy and just does not stick straight up. It's pushing out another leaf, which makes me nervous. I had to put it in a heavier pot, so that's why it did get repotted. It was not root bound, it was just that top heavy. So then moving on into the bedroom. We're going to try to not show you the litter box, but here's my Sansevieria moonshine on a pedestal on a plant stand. It's a lot smaller than it used to be because Trudy chewed up a bunch of the leaves because she's an asshole. No, she's not an asshole. She's a tortie, which kind of says it all. This, the office window, by the way, is south facing, so is this one. I just recently moved my fiddle leaf fig here. It did not like the office window. It's really hardly been doing anything. It's given me a new leaf, but I know they don't like to be moved, but it was kind of in the way. And my bird of paradise needed to move at the same time, so I figured this would be a good place for the fiddle leaf fig. He'll live on this stable for a long time, and then eventually he'll have to go on the floor, but still in the same window. I have my Valentine or pink Dalmatian or whatever, Aglaonema. Yep, just keeps flowering too. Does not stop. It loves this location. My very close to death Hoya Chelsea that I got from Harley G. I ordered it from the plant haul. It's got new growth now, here and here. it almost died completely. I may have forgotten it in a corner. Maybe. So here's my gigantic wardrobe, and up here I have my arrowhead, and I forget which color this is. It's like white butterfly or something. Yep, and that's that. And then this display kind of, sort of, looks like this. These are east-facing windows that I'll be showing you, and I'll start from the left. All right, let's see if I can get this without being so incredibly backlit where you can see, there we go, we can see the plant. My orchid cactus, which has now flowered for me twice. I'll see if I can get this. The flowers are hideous, you're not missing anything, but this is the seed pod. And then I've got another one growing right here. They start off green. The flower dries up and falls off, and then you get the seed pod. Kind of like a pumpkin. My variegated dwarf schefflera, which has got a little soil on it, just got repotted and then knocked over. Here is my lipstick plant. Doing pretty good. It's a lipstick plant. Not flowering right now. Here is my variegated peace lily, which I love the cover pot that it's in. It's absolutely gorgeous. My Monstera Adansonii. Oh, this was my pot of shame Adansonii. Now this grew a couple of feet over the summer. I did cut it back to propagate. You know, spreading the love. And then up here, I have another Hoya Crimson Princess, which is going to need to be repotted out of the nursery pot soil to something a little bit more airy, but it's an absolutely stunning plant. And my variegated Hoya, which has done nothing, which they're slow, I get it. It's got to acclimate first. In this cute little cover pot with holes in it. And right here we have my Easter cactus. Now this was my rescue cactus. It's doing absolutely phenomenal. Oh, and before I forget, my Christmas Carol Aloe is over yonder in the corner. Some pillows that belong on the bed, but I'm too lazy for that. And a Binks flower, which it's kind of like a prayer plant. Sometimes it gets up and moves around, and sometimes it lays down. Most of the time it lays down, though. Right, Binkers? It's dinky. Yeah. All right, and then the last but not least is my Pink Illusion Arrowhead, which I just cut back for propagation to fill up the pot a little bit more. And that concludes part 2 of the houseplant tour. I will see you guys all in the next one. And as always, happy planting.